Hello, this is the counterattack playthrough series playing the Battle for Normandy. Bloody Omaha is the scenario, and we are starting June 9th, night turn. The first thing we do on the night turn is determine weather. I'm using the advanced optional rule of the first 4 days of the invasion having fixed weather. And this is the 4th day, and it's set to heavy rain. Normally that would affect lots of things, like not having air cover at all and that kind of thing, but in this scenario, a lot of this stuff doesn't apply. But it's still significant. Basically, it reduces a single unit being landed on the beachhead instead of the usual like entire stack, like 4 units. Supply ranges are halved, which is going to hurt the Germans pretty bad and might even hurt the Allies. And also there's an extra -1 die roll modifier in attacks, so overall heavy rain is bad. Okay, next we'll do the replacement and reinforcements. There are no reinforcements for either player. Let me see what the rain effects are on replacements. Okay, replacements do not appear to be affected by the weather. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll for the allied replacements. I'm rolling a 10-sided die. I got a 4. Let's see. A 4. It's 1 armor cut in half, rounded down, 0. 1 infantry cut in half. That's 1 infantry replacement for the Allies. They also have a remnant replacement available as well, so that's 2 infantry. Let's see here. Well, I think we're gonna spend 1 on this guy so we can get up to full strength. And are there any other reduced battalions on the board? Oh yeah, there are. We'll spend it on this one as well. Okay, so that's significant firepower coming in. Now for the Germans, they rolled a 5. 5 for June, 1 and 1, cut in half, rounded down, 0. So, oh, they do have 2 remnant replacements though. Let's see what we have. I'm pretty sure there's some guys that can take advantage of them. You know, in my last video I talked about using those Feldersatz guys. Still haven't used them, but those are special replacements that could be used during the movement phase. Let's see. Can you receive replacements while out of supply? Let's find out. Oh yeah, you cannot receive replacements while out of supply. However, I can go ahead and I have enough remnants to build a battalion backup. We'll go ahead and build this one back up from the eliminated units box. It requires 2 replacement points to get it to half strength, and it has to go next to the headquarters. Okay, so that's cool, because then on the movement phase, one of the ersatz, Feldersatz, can go take that to full strength. Okay. Next is the Allied night turn. First they do their engineering phase. They do have an engineer somewhere, like right there. They don't need to use it. Okay, so then we flip all their artillery to the ready side. I've already done that. Allied night movement. Reminder, Allied night movement is half movement factor. So I want to keep pressing the attack though. Attacks are going to be brutal if I do them, because there's -1 for rain, -1 or 2 depending on the terrain, and then -1 for night. Okay, so this guy's going to go 1-2. This guy's going to use a minimum move across the river. Minimum move across the river. This guy's going to go 1-2 and then 2.5. Yeah, some of these guys are just kind of stuck with that half movement. Hmm. These guys can look into here because they're adjacent. They know it's pretty weak there, so maybe this guy will, well, to leave a zone of control is 2 + 2, so I can't really extricate these guys. Okay, I guess none of them are moving. This engineer wasn't doing anything. These guys are just moving along the road, pushing their way along. Okay, how about these mechanized units? We'll like scoot mechanized artillery. We'll scoot them up a little bit, make a little room for more guys coming on. So we have some second armored guys coming on. This guy's gonna go 1, and he'll go 1.5. Stop there. Okay, he'll hold the line here. That allows this guy to go 1. Maybe he'll run down this way. 2. Let's see, did I do that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Of second armored mechanized artillery, we'll go 1, 2, and just have it hang there. We have a core armored mechanized unit. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it'll just go 2.5. Okay, we've got some artillery. I can only land 1 guy from the queue, so I don't need to move this artillery yet. What do we have in here? Lots and lots of artillery. This core artillery is nice. 20 hex range, 4 attack. So we'll go ahead and land it where we have space, right here. Okay, any other movement I want to do? I don't think so. All right, now for the allied night combat and artillery phase. Nighttime, you do not have to do mandatory attacks for being in poor terrain, or any mandatory attacks for that matter. But here's an attack I want to do, I think. I got a company here in this farm. We have 15 attack points next to it. Yeah, we'll do this. So we're going to do 15 against 2. So that's pretty high odds, but the Germans do have some artillery available. I think we'll go ahead and throw in 7 more here. That's 22. Yeah, we'll do that for starters. So 22 to 2 is 11 to 1. The Germans, they did use some artillery offensively, so it's not available to them right now. I'm trying to remember what we have in here. Oh yeah, there's one. So they'll go ahead and flip this guy. It's worth 3 strength if I can actually flip it. So this guy goes up to 5 strength, and let's see, that was 22 to 5. That is 4 to 1. Let's roll 4 to 1 minus 3. 1 for farmland, 1 for night, 1 for heavy rain. Rolled the 10. So all those minuses don't matter too much. 4-1, -3. 1, 2, 3. So 1/2. So here's the Germans are just destroyed. They increase step losses. Allies lose 1. We'll lose it from here. Increase Allied step losses. Allies advance after combat. This guy will advance. And this guy as well. Okay. Probably want one more night attack. Maybe this here. That would be a defense of 4. There are artillery around that could be used to bolster it. This would be an attack of 6. -3. You know, we'll wait until daylight. Maybe I'm not being aggressive enough here. You know, there's some other attacks to do though. Let's clear this out. This is 10, 20. We will attach this core for 26, core unit, and a non-artillery unit from another division. That's 28. This is, of course, overkill. And we'll attach this, let's see, 28. I don't even remember what this was. 28 to 1. Okay, not much is going to be able to be done there. We'll just have fun here and bolster it one more to 31. 31 to 1. What can the Germans do? They have the Plan de Hoek battery down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in range enough. Firing for 2 points, so this goes up to a 3. That's 10 to 1 odds. Max odds is 7. So this is, let's see, what do we got? We have a 7 on the 7 to 1 odds, which is really good. That's 1/3. However, we subtract 1 for night, 1 for heavy rain, 2 for the forest. It's actually, turns out to be better for the Allies. It's a nothing/1R, which means the Allies take no damage. This guy must take 1 loss and then retreat if there's anything left over. Of course, he's only got 1 pip, so he must retreat, or he's destroyed. By the way, I could have claimed combined arms normally, because I have armored units attacking with infantry, but this red pip cancels out combined arms. So he's dead. We'll increment the, I don't know if that's an German armor or considered armor or infantry. I'll figure that in a second. And then we will advance these 2 guys. We'll do the advance. You know, I'm going to have 1 of them advance, and then this armored unit will also advance. Okay, any more allied attacks? I don't think so. That's the end of the allied night turn. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that German anti-tank unit that was destroyed. Anti-tank units are classified as armored in terms of remnants. So I'm recording a German armor loss on their step losses chart. Okay, so now the German night turn. They get to flip all their artillery back, which is nice. So flip Plan de Hoek. Got a bunch over here. Okay, I think, yeah, we got them all. Okay, so now the now that that's taken care of, and actually that should have happened after the engineering phase. So we'll go ahead and process that next. So they have an engineer up here. It could choose to just start digging. Hey, why not? It's not. I don't think they'll actually find use for it, but who knows? They might survive to the next night turn. So he's going to start digging. Okay, then all the artillery flips. Then the German night movement phase. One thing the Germans have been waiting for is checking supply on their movement phase. So we have our headquarters right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are back in supply. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. These guys are back in supply. Thank goodness. This guy appears to still be out of supply, unfortunately. Okay. Well, let's get some movement going. So here we can use our Feld ersatz. So underneath this headquarters are the Feld ersatz companies. I can see right off the bat 2 infantry battalions. I could use 1 replacement each, so we'll spend those. These never come back. So this guy will flip. And this guy. I believe everyone else is either out of supply or just not wounded. Okay, did I lose an artillery? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay, so, but do they actually want to move? I could try to pull the Ost infantry out. So the more I pull guys out of the line, the easier I'm making it on these guys. So maybe these 2 will stay here. Unfortunately, this mass of allied units down here are ready to start moving up against these. So maybe maybe we'll leave the Schwer. Let's see. This guy's going to pull back. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I doing? I'm thinking of pulling him all the way back to Insigny. And so this guy will, he'll go 1, just sort of blocking, acting as cannon fodder. What do we have up here at Trevier? So while that guy's building the entrenchments, maybe this guy will move out. Now he will be in a mandatory attack situation here. So I just want the allies to have to attack him first. So they'll probably attack him, then he can pull back out of the mandatory attack situation. Let's see. We have this guy here. You know, I think they're going to pull this artillery back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it'll pull back. Not as far. Allies aren't going to go very fast. So I'm going to pull back to there. And then maybe the flak will pull back 1, 2, 2.5. 3, 4, and slide in under the strong point, and this guy will move into its place. Okay, I think that's the moves I want to do. What about down here? These guys are just going to hang out and be destroyed. Okay. German Night Combat Artillery phase. They decline the honor. That is the June 9th night turn.